my K-pop tarot channel. Today I'm going to be continuing doing 2025 yearly predictions, this time around for a group that has won one of my polls and was recommended by you guys, of course. So it's K-pop girl group AESPA. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing their name incorrectly, because I know that I am. While watching this video, please keep in mind that this is all for entertainment purposes only. I don't claim to know the future, as it is changing drastically every single day due to our decisions. Also, please take my words with a grain of salt, not as a literal fact, because this is just a prediction, not a real life thing. So yeah, without further ado, please subscribe, like, and let's start. So in this part, I'm going to only shuffle the cards, so if you guys are not interested in that, you can gladly skip to the actual predictions. But if you are, without further ado, let's start off with the month of January. So how is January of 2025 going to be for K-pop girl group AESPA? January for AESPA. Going to take this one, the top card, as I always do. What about February? While shuffling the cards, my hands are very hot, so that could mean that money is coming, so it could be very profitable year for AESPA. What about March? Or it could also indicate scandals. March. What about April of 2025 for AESPA? This one, April. May. This, May. What about June? For AESPA. This one. July. Yeah, and as I mentioned, the comment with the most likes was for AESPA. So if you want to recommend your favorite group, please leave that in the community section. Maybe your comment will win one of my readings as well. What about August of 2025? August. September. This one. October. November, this one, and finally December, this one. December. Now I'm literally going to do the same thing, but this time around with the oracle. So I'm going to ask for one card for each month of 2025 for K-pop girl group AESPA. Let's start off with January of 2025. What kind of month is it going to be for AESPA? Going to take this one, February. March, April. If more than one card pops out, I'm going to take the top card. This is my practice. I do that with April. What about May? June, July, August, August of 2025 for AESPA, this one, September, October, November, and finally December, the final month. This one. And also please describe 2025 as an overall year for AESPA, one card. This one. This one. 2025 as an overall year for K-pop girl group AESPA. This one. Now let me make this more presentable and then we can start. Okay, so welcome back if you just got here. If not, let's continue. So in this sort of circle or oval, I have 12 cards that describe each month of 2025 for K-pop girl group AESPA. So without further ado, let's start off with January. For January, I got the cards of the Judgment and the card of Egotism. So right off the bat, I do think that in January there's going to be a lot of fan wars happening on Twitter, for example, or other social media platforms. I could see maybe AESPA members or the fandom getting a bit too cocky and, you know, just flaunting the achievements that AESPA has managed to achieve throughout their career into other people's, you know, and other groups, comparing, you know, a lot. So I could see a bit of a selfish side coming off in the month of January. As well as that, I could maybe guess that in January one member in particularly is going to really stand out. So that could be like a pretty photo being dropped and it going viral, like on how amazing the girls look or how pretty and how feminine they look. But overall, I do think that on social media AESPA could receive a bit of hate or negativity, maybe because they interacted with someone, or maybe because their fans were a bit too cocky about their achievements and something like that. As well as that, in January we could see some sort of traveling schedules. So maybe they're going to go overseas for some sort of award shows or some sort of fan meeting or a concert. And I think that relatively this month is going to be a bit slower one. I would maybe they also going to partake in some sort of stage where they are surrounded by other K-pop groups and they're going to have some sort of interaction. I don't know why I get male idol and it's going to receive a bit of negativity coming from that boy's fandom, you know, on one member in particularly. So maybe there could be shipping also happening in January. Next we move on to February. For February we got the card of the Star and the card of Domination. So in February I do think that AESPA is going to continue to shine really brightly and maybe chart really well on like charting platforms, or maybe, you know, YouTube. There could even be a chance that they could win some sort of award or like music show win of some sort. And I see them dominating, I see them charting really well, being super successful in February. So maybe they're going to break some sort of record, achieve something, or just in general going to release some sort of new song of some sort, or a new project, and it's going to go and be received really well, both by Korean side and also a bit globally. As well as that, I could see maybe TikToks being filmed and it receiving a lot of views, a lot of attention. Maybe they're going to go on some sort of variety show and just, shine really brightly by both their visuals and the way that they are presenting themselves as idols. Maybe there's going to be some sort of list being dropped, and AESPA is going to be on the top of, most successful, most like album sales, something like that. But I think that February is going to really be a great month, both because we will receive maybe new schedules and new concerts and new appearances, but also because they're going to continue dominating in the K-pop world in general. Next we move on to March. For March we got the card of the High Priestess and the card of Patience. I do think that aespa fans are going to be anxious about the new comeback, new music, and they're going to have to wait a lot. Tarot, the High Priestess card represent, intuition, mystery, and deep understanding. It suggests a time of reflection, inner wisdom, and discovering hidden truths. For aespa, the High Priestess could indicate that March will be a month for them to tap into their inner wisdom, trust their instincts, and maybe uncover new insights or inspiration in their music, performances, or creative endeavors. There may be a sense of spiritual growth or a period of contemplation that helps guide their future steps. This card, the patience, is about balance, moderation, and harmony. It suggests that things are moving in the right direction, but it may require patience and careful management of energy, emotions, or resources. For aespa, it could indicate a time when they need to stay balanced, especially in the face of challenges or when navigating the pressures of their career. It may also suggest that the progress in March might be slower than expected, but it will come with time and patience. These cards right here, these two together, suggest that March will be a time of inner reflection and discovery, requiring aespa to trust their instincts while maintaining balance and patience. This could point to a period of personal or creative growth where slow and steady progress is key. It's time to harness their intuition and creativity, but also to remain patient as the pieces fall into place. There may be deeper unseen forces guiding them forward, and maintaining equilibrium will help them move through any challenges that arise. So maybe in March we could see a bit of teasers come out, for example, or it could also indicate that aespa could work with some sort of fashion related stuff, because the High Priestess is all about beauty, it's all about your visuals. There could be even appearance change for one member, for example, and maybe there could even be some sort of announcement for a world tour even, because I see global recognition, I see concerts, I see fan meetings, or even a festival. And I think that in March aespa is going to shine for their generosity and for helping with good causes. Um, and I reckon that the success that started in February is going to continue down in March as well. For April, we got the cards of the Eight of Cups and the card of Innovation. I wouldn't be surprised if in April we could see a new side of AESPA, one where they could release a new song, a new comeback of some sort, or they're going to participate in some sort of festival or concert where they're going to perform or do performances of a song that hasn't been done before by them, some sort of innovation, some sort of newness in April. But I do think that that stuff, the new schedule that we are talking about, that newness, could be received in a bit of a negative way, because the fans will expect something different and they are not going to receive that. Of course, there's going to be some fans that are really looking forward to. I do think that this stuff is going to be successful, but as well as that, there's something that the fans feel disappointed, or the need to take a step back and look into new horizons, new groups, for example. There could be some sort of rumor confrontation, or the fans will feel somehow a bit disappointed by an action or that AESPA member has done, or there could even be a chance that one member of AESPA takes a short amount of break from idol industry due to stress, due to anxiety, or due to some sort of physical injury. But somehow a step back from K-pop, maybe in April we could see a bit less from AESPA, them working behind the scenes more rather than public appearances and something like that. But April, they're going to release something new, something really innovative and unique that's going to really shine and really, be successful. Next, we move on to May. For May, we got the card of Queen of Wands and the card of Drama. In May, we could see some sort of negativity. It's like some sort of scandal, drama. The Queen of Wands suggests that AESPA is going to really be successful in the year of 2025, and some fans are going to be really jealous, or maybe not even fans, but some people are going to try and take the spotlight away from them by trying to create lies and misinformation that could potentially harm the girl's reputation. There could even be a thing that a AESPA member is going to say, trying to set boundaries for themselves, for their privacy, for their inner self, and them as persons, not as idols. And the fans are going to take those words somehow, or interpreted these words a bit differently, because I do think that AESPA is going to show their strict side to their fans. Something is going to happen, some sort of incident, like some sort of privacy invasions, and for example, live, AESPA member is going to come out and say, please stop it, this is not okay, I'm a human being. And some fans are going to interpret those words a bit differently and going to try and spread misinformation, trying to spread hate. But I do think that in May, they're going to show off their passionate and professional side to the public and be crowded as the queens of their generation, as the most successful, you know, something. And a lot of comparison is going to be happening between, like, for example, AESPA has done this, oh no, this group has done this, you know, just comparing rather than celebrating the achievements. They're going to try and compare the groups and their records and their achievements. You know, instead of celebrating, there's going to be hate, and there's going to be cockiness, and there's going to be comparison. Next, we move on to June. For June, we got the cards of Queen of Pentacles and the card of Detachment. I do think that in June we could see AESPA traveling, holding concerts overseas globally. I do think that global fandom is going to be really important in June, because they're going to help them break some sort of record, or their votes and their voice is going to be important. I do think that maybe AESPA is going to take some sort of short vacation somewhere, just like go to the sea, eat delicious food, sunbathe, go to the pool, swim there, just celebrate the good times that summer is going to be bringing, like the hot weather and so on. I do think that there's going to be a lot of thinking behind the scenes, trying to see all the trends and what is popular and what's not. I do think that AESPA is going to be really successful in terms of money and profit in June. They could sell a lot of stuff, and it's going to be brought like crazy. I wouldn't even be surprised if they're going to change some sort of appearance, like a hairstyle, uh, like be really feminine. There could be some sort of ambassadorship of fashion stuff, or just them featuring on like a magazine cover, looking really really pretty, but also working super hard, because I do think that they're going to travel a lot and maybe even host a lot of concerts overseas, or have like fan meetings with international public. I do think that in June there could also be some sort of aspect that the fans are not going to be particularly happy about the management, but relatively they're going to come on top of things and just, you know, move in the direction that they want to achieve with their career and with their fans. And yeah, show a lot of emotions, genuine things, maybe even film some sort of TikTok, and be really really pretty in hot weathers, like sea, maybe even like a water bomb, you know, things on in concerts. For July, we got the cards of Seven of Wands and the card of Convention. So they're going to get announced for some sort of festival, some sort of concert that is going to be really really exciting, and the fans will be looking forward to it. They're going to be in this sort of surrounded by other K-pop groups, and they're going to really really stand out, like headline some sort of festival or award shows, for example. I do think that July for them is going to be a month where they're going to have to work a lot, and always practice, like just, you know, prepare a lot. So maybe behind the scenes they are working super hard on something, because I do think that they want to break barriers, they want to innovate, and they want to show new stuff, new exciting performances, you know, that the fans could look forward to and be really really proud of how talented and professional the girls are. yes, some sort of attention to face, and maybe like offers being made to AESPA, or they're going to work in the dungeon of a SM, like super hard practice a lot, because it's going to be a big opportunity for their career to uh, get higher and better and more successful, if that makes sense. Next, we move on to August. For August, we got the card of the Chariot and the card of Sun and Leo Fortune. Right off the bat, I do think that in August we could see new music, like a comeback of some sort, because in July we saw that they are practicing, that they are working super hard, like producing, filming, recording, and in August the project is going to get revealed and is going to be super successful. I wouldn't even be surprised if in August we could see solo projects, and one member in particularly shining super hard, like being super successful, maybe even like winning solo awards of some sort, getting popular overseas, uh, like all the eyes are on this person, on this group. Yeah, August, expect new comeback, new music, new schedules, new collaborations, new variety show appearances, maybe even acting opportunity for one member, like fashion stuff, like super successful month August, and it's going to be filled with a lot of passion and a lot of love from their fans to AESPA members. Next, we move on to September. For September, we got the card of Ace of Wands and the card of Order. So in September we could see them doing their regular idol stuff, regular idol schedules, like going to music shows, for example, holding concerts, fan meetings, maybe attending some sort of university stuff, like perform in some sort of university, or be popular among students of Korea. Uh, I do think that September is going to bring some sort of new opportunities for AESPA. I think that brands of famous like companies will want to work with AESPA. Maybe there could be some sort of suggestions for collaboration, but behind the scenes, the management, the planning, uh, will not necessarily accept those deals, because they fear that AESPA might get overworked. They want AESPA to be successful, and I do think that in 2025 we could see them being the main act of SM Entertainment. In September, I do think that it's going to be a bit slower month. Not necessarily that many appearances overseas. I do think that in September they're going to focus a lot more on Korean fans and Korean, or maybe Japanese side of the world. Uh, do think that AESPA is going to be a profitable group, and September is going to show off their passionate and never getting tired of aura. They're going to look pretty, they're going to be continued to uh, looked after, but relatively good month. Next, we move on to October. For October, we got the card of Page of Cups and the card of Power. I do think that October they're going to attend award shows or going to get nominated for awards. I do think that AESPA is going to dominate in October. They're going to be successful, charting well. They're going to go overseas and trying to break into the Western market. There could be some sort of song released in another language, so for example English or Japanese, for example, or they're going to have schedules in these places. mm, Relatively young energy, young powerful figure. Maybe they're going to attend some sort of fashion related event or schedule, and they're going to maybe introduce us to new looks, new hairstyle, new makeup artist, for example, or new outfits. And I do think that in October they're going to focus on the global side of things and trying to break the barriers that the K-pop world has. Those thoughts that Western people have about K-pop, how like it's way too colorful, and they're going to show a side where they are themselves. Maybe they could have like appearance in like Good Morning Show, for example, some sort of that. But relatively a good month as well, powerful month. Next we move on to November. For November we got the card of Knight of Swords and the card of Flattery. There could be rumors that a AESPA member is dating someone. I think that this month is going to be full of schedules, full of events that AESPA is going to attend or going to have appearance in. I do think that maybe November is famous for award shows, so maybe they're going to attend there. There could be an emceeing opportunity for one member, and there could be like moments caught on camera where they look or have an interaction with male idol, and there's going to be shipping, there's going to be speculations of them dating, just a regular idol job. But I do think that November is going to be very fast moving month, almost like they don't have enough time to sleep, just going from one place to another without any breaks, without any rest. And I do think that in November we could also see some TikToks being filmed, like collaborations of some sort, and it being really really cool that fans look forward to. And finally, the month of December, we got the card of Four of Pentacles and the card of Authority. So I do think that in December we could see them having some sort of moments with their senior groups, maybe from SM Entertainment or rather in K-pop terms, not necessarily from their own, but just looking forward to. I do think that in December we could see younger groups, covering AESPA songs, looking up for them as inspiration, as role models even. Maybe there could be like questions, for example, on interviews. Who is your favorite girl group in K-pop, for example, and the answers could be like AESPA, I look forward to AESPA's performance, they are my role models, they are my idols, some sort of that. Or there could be, because I know that there is rumors that SM is trying to debut a new girl group, so maybe in December we could see interactions with that said girl group, or there could be like their debut around the end of year time, where aespa becomes like some sort of sunbeam, or there could be even like complaints from the fans if the money is going to get spread equally, the love, the attention. They are afraid that AESPA is going to be left behind, since new group, for example, is going to debut. But I do think that you shouldn't be worried, because AESPA is the main money maker in SM, and SM definitely will not let go of AESPA that easily. But AESPA isn't the rookies anymore, and they are slowly approaching the 7th-year mark, where they're going to have to decide what they want to do. Do they want to continue? But I do think that they are going to be still with SM, because they are relatively good group and successful, and SM, even if there could be, like in December, aspects of mismanagement or like lack of security for the girls, the company has the best intentions for the girls, and they want to make them as successful as they possibly can. There could be in December them attending end of year award shows, and just having maybe collaborations there with younger groups, or maybe they're going to have some sort of, I'm not sure, authority in terms of AESPA being sunbathing, or in terms of them looking forward to someone. What is this? AESPA in this case is one card only. In this case, they are the younger group. So maybe they are going to have moments where they are collaborating with like their sunbeams and someone who they look forward to, like who were their role models when they started before debuting, or just somehow them being sunbeams of someone, like their authoritative side going to shine. Maybe the contract is ending as well, so there could be some discussions behind the scenes with their higher up, the CEO. Next, we move on to overall how is 2025 going to go for AESPA. We got the card of resistance and the card of two of wands. Two of Wands is about planning, vision, and new opportunities. It represents someone standing at a crossroads, evaluating choices and making decisions about the future. It could indicate a period of expansion, ambition, and making long-term plans. For AESPA in 2025, we could likely see them focusing on growth and expansion, both in their careers and perhaps as a group. This card indicates that they will be actively planning for the next big steps in their journey. They may be exploring international opportunities, collaborating with artists like Western artists, or developing a bigger, more global presence. There may also be new projects or creative ventures ahead where they are looking to broaden their horizons, whether it's with music releases, world tours, or technology innovations like their virtual counterparts, such as their AI avatars. For examples of schedules, like in spring or summer, the group might focus on releasing new album or major single. They could be participating in global music festivals, collaborations, or attending international award shows. For fall season, this could be a period of intense preparation, such as collaborations, new concepts, or expanding their brand into new markets. The fall might also be filled with promotional events and tours. Meanwhile, winter season, they could finish the year with significant concert tour or major global performance. Resistant cards represent inner strength, courage, and overcoming obstacles. This card hints at external or internal pressures that may arise in 2025. AESPA might face competition in the industry or personal challenges as they try to push the boundaries creatively and professionally. However, they will have the strength and fortitude to handle these challenges and emerge stronger. There may be moments where they need to defend their position, their brand, or their artistic vision. AESPA in spring or summertime may encounter intense competition from other groups or solo artists. During this time, they might focus on releasing bold, innovative content that sets them apart despite challenges from the industry. Mid-year, there could be a particular issue or situation that requires them to assert themselves, whether it's handling criticism, competition, or creative disagreements. They may have to show resilience through media or fan pressures. For fall season, AESPA might work on projects that require patience and strategic thinking, like new concepts, collaborations, or special projects that challenge them to grow. And in winter, this could be a time for AESPA to consolidate their positions and take some rest after an intense year. A concert tour or album release could help them reclaim momentum. If we have to summarize 2025, we could see growth and expansion, challenges, creative new opportunities, and these cards right here, the resistance and two of wands, could suggest a year of both ambitions, planning, and bold moves, with moments of significant success tempered by moments require inner strength and perseverance. So yeah, so this year seems like a year where they are going to both grow as group and both as internationally well received group. I'm not sure if this reading made any sense to you. I tried my best. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any feedback, any questions, recommendations, please leave them in the comment section down below. And without further ado, please consider subscribing, liking, and goodbye.